Yeah, that's crazy, but you know what else is crazier? The fact that our government did 9/11 and COVID. That's crazy, man. So I am part of this group chat, totally normal group chat. We don't say anything offensive. We're just it's just a couple of boys, just me and the boys talking about regular, non-offensive stuff. Nothing sexist, nothing racist, nothing homophobic, just couple of boys talking about how we can make the world a better place. Anyways, in this group chat, my friend posted a article about the whole Bud Light controversy, and he was asking our opinion on it. Basically, if you don't know what the Bud Light controversy is, Bud Light has notoriously always been a white trash beer brand. It is beer for white trash people. White trash people love Bud Light. Bud Light loves white trash people. It's the story as old as time. It's peanut butter and jelly, white trash people, and Bud Light. So then Bud Light decides they want to expand their horizons, and they endorse a trans influencer named Dylan Mulvaney. And white trash people were pissed. Bud Light. I mean, I get it a little bit, it's just like, does every company have to cave to the woke agenda? I think Bud Light people were just like, this was our one company that wasn't super woke. So then my friend goes, hey, isn't this crazy? And my response was, yeah, that's crazy, but you know what else is crazier? The fact that our government did 9/11 and COVID. That's crazier to me. I just don't know why we have new things to get mad about when there's perfectly good things to still be upset about. All this anger that's being directed at Bud Light, let's take that anger and let's stay on focus and direct it at Bill Gates.
I and Dr. Fauci would be so prominent, really kind of evil theories about, did we create the pandemic? Are we trying to profit from it? And on and on.
Like, people that get upset about things, it's pretty gangster of the global elite to do fucked up shit and then go to everybody on the right side of the politics and be like, hey, aren't you mad at Bud Light? And then they go to everybody on the left side of politics and they're like, aren't you mad at J.K. Rowling?
Growing accusations of transphobia. This is J.K. Rowling.
They commit crimes against humanity on a daily basis and convince us to get mad at other shit. It's crazy. Dylan Mulvaney didn't install the bombs in Building 7. If you're young and don't remember 9/11, Building 7, the planes hit the Twin Towers, and then Building 7, which was nearby, just randomly fell over. It had didn't even get hit by a plane, and it just fell over. It's the craziest thing ever. Look into it. Do your research. This is imagine your local government decided they want to imagine there's two neighbors, right? Imagine there's two neighbors, a conservative neighbor and a liberal neighbor and a Republican neighbor. For the sake of this story, they live next door to each other, and the local government decides it's in their best interest to build a road through those two houses, and they don't want to move. So the government just goes, whatever, fuck it, and decides to burn their houses down, right? So the government lights their houses on fire. So the two people are standing outside, standing on their lawn, while their houses are going down in flames. And while they're going down in flames, and they know the government did it, and they're upset, 10 seconds later, they're so ADD that they start arguing with each other about the Trump sign on the guy's lawn, or your fence post is on my side. Do you know how insane and ADD and crazy that is? If anything, that should be something worth uniting about, to focus on the fact that they just lit your houses on fire. That's what the global elite does. They distract you, right? They do some fucked up shit and they're like, hey, aren't you mad at them? You know what would be so cool? If everybody on the political spectrum all joined forces, right, and decided what the common values are, and you don't let up being angry unless those things get solved, right? So the government's like, hey, aren't you mad at Bud Light? And we just go, nope, lock up Bill Gates. And they go, yeah, but what about this trans guy at a bus stop? He's crazy, right? Aren't you mad at this trans guy? Nope, we want to see Fauci in jail. Okay, but what about, aren't you mad? Aren't you mad that this news anchor accidentally said something off mic that was really said something homophobic? And we just go, nope, we want healthcare. All the biggest news stations in the world work for the global elite, and they pump up all these stories to distract us. There shouldn't be news stories. The news every day should be like, in other news, the government still did 9/11, but they do such a good job at keeping everyone divided. You know, like the left goes, fuck billionaires, they're all evil, and then the right goes, oh, you're an idiot, the billionaires create jobs, and then 2 seconds later they go, yeah, but fuck the global elite. The global elite are evil. And then the left goes, global elite, what are you, a conspiracy theorist? That's not a real thing. Like, do people not see how silly this looks? Meanwhile, the global elite does exist, and they go about their business, and yet they somehow convince the masses of the population to direct all their anger towards the bottom, most least powerful members of our society. The global elites will take our jobs, ship them overseas, right? And then all the people that work those jobs are upset. And then the news goes, hey, no, I know you're upset about the jobs, but check out this trans person, this blue-haired trans person on TikTok. Isn't that person nuts? That person's destroying America. This blue-haired trans person that was probably molested as a child and has a drug addiction and is mentally ill, saying crazy things on TikTok. Get mad at that person, not us. We didn't do anything. We didn't send your jobs overseas. Then the left-wing media, the banking industry will pass laws so black people can't get mortgages, right? So black people can't get mortgages, which is like the actual racism. And then they will find an autistic guy at a bus stop wearing a Burger King crown, yelling the N-word, and go, you see that? That's racism in America. Let's all cancel this autistic guy at a bus stop wearing a Burger King hat, yelling the N-word. Like, first of all, you can't cancel that guy. Like, what are you gonna do? Take his bus pass? Like, I'm not saying racism doesn't exist. I'm just saying that most of the people that you see in these viral videos are autistic people. Racism exists. The actual bad racism exists behind closed doors, and we don't get to witness it. So here's what I'm proposing. Kid Rock and that trans guy, that it's pronounced ma'am, Kid Rock and that guy join forces. Andrew Tate and fucking AOC hold hands, and we all hold hands, and we stand up to the global elite and say, fucking give us health care, quit blowing up buildings, quit doing stuff with germs in China, and quit fucking with us, all right? We're not being distracted by your bullshit, dude. This is America, bro. USA. Or there's another option if you just want to go about your life and you don't want to be upset or get involved in politics, which is totally valid. You don't have to do you don't have to do anything, right? The other option is you don't get upset about anything in the news, because if you can get over the fact that our government did 9/11 and did something in a lab in Wuhan or something with germs in China. I got to be careful what I say because I don't want to get pulled off of YouTube. But if you can get over that, you can get over like a Bud Light can or like some crazy guy at a bus stop. You know what I mean? You're choosing to get mad at that point. All right, thanks for listening, guys. Appreciate you.